Let's be real. There's a moment when you look in the mirror or at the number on the scale and wonder if it's even worth it. If you're too far gone, too slow, too heavy, too late. But here's the truth. You're not. You're not to anything. You're exactly where you need to be to begin. And beginning, that's the hardest and bravest part. You're not out there just to tick a box. You're not lacing up those shoes to impress anyone. You're out there because deep down, you know there's more in you. I feel like I'm starting all my videos in my car, but the reality is, it's just my life. Today, I'm going to be running a route in Collingwood that I have run a number of times before, and I want to see kind of where I am compared to where I was. I don't think it's going to be very good, but really, I'm running 16K today. I haven't run 16K in over a year. So I honestly don't know how it's going to go. I only went for an 8K run on the trail earlier this week. And that was something that I was just lucky enough to get in. So again, it's Easter Sunday right now. So let's see what's happening and what I can do. And I don't know. Should be fun, but timing wise, wouldn't it be great if I could do it have a really good time? I don't even know what a really good time is anymore. But I'm going to run. Maybe it's the quiet pull of the early morning. The thought of chasing that sunrise while the rest of the world hits snooze. Maybe it's the part of you that's tired of feeling stuck, tired of settling, and it's finally ready to do something about it. You know it won't be easy. You know it's going to take time, but you're here anyways. And that's everything. You're choosing the hard path, the one that starts slow, sweaty, and maybe even painful.
These are the old tracks.
But you're showing up, you're moving forward, and that matters.
It's cool how they haven't taken them up.
Yeah, maybe you're carrying more than most
and I'm
right
actually
now,
running on one of
your
the
body, on your shoulders,
the old trail beds
in your
as
head.
well.
But every step you take is proof that you're not staying where you were. You're not defined by the pace on your watch or the way your shirt fits today. You're defined by the decision to show up when it's uncomfortable, when it hurts, and when no one's watching. And here's the thing. Every time you ask yourself if you've got anything left, there's always more in the gas tank. Somehow, there is. Every time you want to quit, something in you keeps going. That's not weakness. That's power. That's growth. Your body, it's changing. Your mindset, shifting. And it may not always feel like progress. But then you check your stats, you scroll through your runs, and you realize you are getting faster. Maybe just by a few seconds, maybe more, but the change is real. That's the part that no one sees. The quiet, gritty transformation. The sweat-soaked shirts, the sore legs, the early alarms, the skipping excuses. It all adds up, and it compounds over time into something unstoppable.
That guy's older than me, and he's just kicking my butt. Don't judge, Dave. Don't judge. It's not going to be helpful. Just you run your own thing. Don't let the ego get in front of you. He's way skinnier than you are. One day I'll be back. I'm working at it. Use it for motivation, baby. Motivation. I got this. I have officially ran over 6 miles, 10 kilometers. I'm actually getting close to 11 kilometers. This is really a milestone for me because This is the furthest I've ran in years. It may be a small little thing. It may not be a big thing to others. But to me, this is a pretty good milestone. And I feel good. You know, like I have not been consistent with regards to my training. But I'll tell you, muscle memory is an amazing thing. Let's see what it looks like when I get to the finish line. It's one thing I like about Collingwood. People are so friendly. Oh, this is great. Spring is in the air. God, I feel so great. So happy. So grateful. Oh yeah, baby. Things are changing. Things are changing. I can feel it. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Some of my most favorite runs are literally when I'm running by the water, just slow, just taking it all in. This is great. It's a quiet Easter Sunday, not a lot going on. So, a little bit of running, go home and see the family. It's one of those kind of days. But I'm out here doing what I need to do. I'm not gonna get faster if I don't run. Nothing's gonna change if I don't run. Collingwood, it's a beautiful place to run.
You get what you chase. And while most people choose comfort, you're choosing the climb. You're building something out of pain, out of effort, out of grit. Every step says, I want more. So next time you feel like stopping, remember, continuing makes you a rare person. You're part of the few who keep going even when it's hard. You're not just running to lose weight. You're running to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you've ever imagined. And someday, not far from now, you look back at those running results and smile.
Happy Easter.
Not because you hit a perfect pace, but because you earned every damn second of improvement. Because you choose to fight for it.
Love that house right there. It's like one of my favorites.
You're not just in the game, you're playing to win. On your terms, in your time. Keep going. This is only the beginning.
I forgot my water. I'm so dehydrated. It's time to eat something too. Kind of hungry. Look at the mansions. Isn't that crazy? Right? On the beach. I've been in the one next to it. It's also nice. Not as big or grand, but it's still pretty awesome. 14K. I got one more K to go, which is awesome. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I am starting to feel it. I did it. My abs are sore though. I just coughed. Oh man, they hurt. So it's been a long time. 15K. I'm done. I gotta go take a look, see how I did. Let's compare how this route looks year after year. I am so exhausted. I went and I did a bike ride with a buddy of mine and we did like 24 kilometers. So I don't know. I don't even know what that is. It's like, how many miles is that? I can't even compute right now. I'm so done. You know, even though I've been running, there's such a distinct difference between running and biking.
And this is an overwhelming sense of exhaustion. Like, I've already had like a couple of cups of coffee today, and it's still just not, it's not working. It's not working. I'm just finished my last appointment for the day, and I'm out. It's like 7, a little after 7. I'm done. I got to go home. I got to sleep. I am so exhausted. Since the beginning of the year, I've been trying to work my way back at being a little bit more consistent with my running. Now, it hasn't gone as planned. It's not the best year I've had so far. But what I can say is I have improved. So if you look at, I've got my computer kind of just down here. So if I kind of look away, that's what I'm looking at. You know, in January, when I kind of started this kind of little bit of a comeback of running, trying to get my shit together, so to speak. You know, I was running an 8:55 for 10 kilometers, 6 miles. And that really was not fast at all. Like, it was flipping so slow and it was so discouraging. But I kept at it and I got better, right? And then I got it down to 8:28, which was fantastic. I was happy to see that. And then March got even better. I got it down to 7:34 for like pace-wise for a 6 mile, right? 10 kilometer. And, you know, when you look at the times, you know, it was like basically one hour, 30 minutes for a 10K. And I got it down to, in March, at 1 hour and 16 minutes. And that was good for me. I was kind of going in that right direction. But then things happened work-wise, and my training kind of went to crap pretty much. Like, my running kind of started to disappear again, just because work started to get busier. So there was, you know, it just disappeared. And here I am. But I did get some runs in this month, which was nice to see. And then Sunday I went out and I ran 15K. And I thought, you know, it's the longest I'd run in a very long time. Like, at first I thought it was over a year that I had, you know, it had been since running that distance, but it wasn't. It was like more like kind of like 8 months. And so, or well, close to maybe 10 months, maybe about 10 months. But still, I mean, that was a long time. And fitness disappears if you don't continue to run. And so here we are. And, you know, looking at how I've done when I was in Collingwood, which is a town I like to run in, which is just kind of north of the city. And I've run this loop a number of times. And so in June of 2022, I'll look at it and I can see that I walked. I was kind of like walking my way back, and it took 2 hours and 20 minutes. Nothing extraordinary happened. It was just what it was, right? 9:31 pace, and heart rate was like 108. Okay, cool. So that's kind of a start. And then on October 2023, I actually ran it, and I did it in 1 hour, 43 minutes. Heart rate was 148. It was a 6:53 pace I was at. And that's cool, right? I was happy with that. I was really happy with that. And then the following year, I did the exact same thing, 1 hour, 45 minutes. So I'm like kind of like 2 minutes slower. And heart rate was like 145. And again, in there, I have my weight, what I was on each time that I ran this particular loop. And then I found myself on Sunday back there again. So April of 2025. And I completed it in 1 hour and 54 minutes with a average heart rate of 146 with a pace of 7:38. Oh, sorry. My pace a year ago, June, was 7:01. Sorry, with a heart rate of 145. So you can see again on this chart where I was. And something that's interesting with doing the run in this location a number of times over the years, I could see where my cardiac drift would start to happen. And last Well, this year, I didn't have any water. I didn't take any water in 2023 or this year, but I did when I was there last year. Again, it was June, so anytime that I run in June, I always have to make, it's hot. You're trying to figure your stuff out, and you want to make sure that you don't get dehydrated. But because it's been cool in April and in October of 2023, again, it's colder that time of year, I didn't think about it. But because of that, I could see where my cardiac drift would really start to happen. And if I kind of look at, they're both kind of around 11 kilometers, maybe a little bit more, well, no, probably about 11 kilometers, because I can take a look at my heart rate and I could see where it hit 150, right, on each one. So I was able to delay it a couple of years ago by 3-4 kilometers. So what does this all tell me at the end of the day? I mean, really, it kind of tells me is I'm still running. I'm still putting in the miles. I still have it. And I'm just going to keep grinding it out. I've actually started biking. That was just yesterday. So it's warm enough and the trails there's no more snow. So getting out there is a good thing. But man, my legs were really, really sore yesterday. So that, it's funny, you don't really realize, okay, I've been running on and off, and all that's been fine, but I haven't been biking. I mean, we did it on the inside, like bike machines in the gym, and that worked for a little bit, but then my buddy, he had surgery on his foot, so I kind of stopped going because my accountability partner wasn't there, and I don't know, man, I just kind of lost everything. But back out there again, but I feel it. I was tired. We only did like 24 kilometers, and we were doing like 40K at the end of last year in November. So huge difference in kilometer wise, but just with how I felt at the end of it, that was another big thing. So I see a lot of these things bouncing around, and you take time off, this happens, life happens, work happens, but you just keep grinding. You keep doing what it is that you'd like to do. And I look at these numbers because it's nice to kind of look back and just kind of see things, right, at a glance, because I wouldn't have remembered everything. I'd be like, oh yeah, what did I run last year? I have no idea. Anyways, it really doesn't matter. But I like to look at the numbers just to kind of see where things were at. So whether this video finds you in a position of, hey, you haven't run for a while, you haven't gone biking for a while, whatever it may be, look, we all go through it, right? That's a normal thing. But if you're sitting on the sidelines and you're going, I really do need to get back. I really do need to start putting myself first. This could be your day one. This could be your start. This could be something where you just start walking like I did, right, back in 2022, to then running, right, and biking, adding that in, whatever it is, right? But just find that thing that brings you joy and do it for you. Do it for you, because really, you matter. You matter more to you than anybody else. You don't need anybody else's approval, right? You just need to value yourself. And that's it. You don't need to prove anything to anybody else, just you. Just get out and just do your thing. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It matters what's true in your heart. It matters to you as an individual to look after your health, to lose the weight, maybe to put weight on. I don't know. You're different than me. We all are. So if there's anything that you can take away from this video, it's this. Put yourself first. Because if you don't put yourself first, you're not going to be any good to anybody. That's just my take on it. So I'm going to leave you with this. If you want to get out and run, just go ahead and do it. That's it. Like I always say, get out and run. We'll see you on the next one.